Hello, ladies. Elaine and Meshell Perry, co-founders of Dogwood Realty in Florida. Hello, hello.
Hello, thank you so much for having us today.
Hi,
Yes. So,
thank you guys.
hi.
Thanks for joining us.
So, as I was saying before, we started working with you both, and we were like, "Wow, they are using the app to the max," and it was
We
awesome.
love our app.
Amazing, amazing. So, first off, tell us a little bit about kind of what led you guys to come together and to start Dogwood Realty.
Yeah, so Michelle and I started working together, gosh, I guess it was 6 or 7 years ago now,
Mhm.
on a different team when we first started real estate. We kind of helped start a team that was forming. It ended up falling apart a year or two later, but Michelle and I worked amazing together, and she was the lead listing agent, and I was the lead buyer's agent. We went our separate ways, and then at one point I was approached by Side to start the brokerage, and I thought I can't do this on my own, and so I reached out to Michelle and said, girl, we have this amazing opportunity to own our own office, but still have all the support on the back end. You want to do it? And
I said yes. It's kind of like a marriage proposal.
Wow, I was
and
gonna
here we
say
are
like,
2 years
it
later.
sounded like a marriage made in heaven, right?
Yeah.
Um, so why did you want to start your own thing as opposed to, hey, we could just join another team? What is it about the real estate experience that you wanted to do differently?
We really felt like there was a lot of miscommunication in the industry. There was lack of education. There was lack of ethics, of knowledge, of just a general high level.
Mhm.
And Elaine and I were mentoring some newer agents, and they wound up following us to Dogwood. And this is our group, this is our family. Um, we have each other's backs.
Yeah.
This is what we do, and we're I don't know, we love it.
Yeah.
Very cool, very cool. So you guys have had a lot of success in kind of a short amount of time. Tell us a little bit about some of those accolades and how you guys got there.
Oh gosh, I don't even know how we got here. It all feels like a blur.
Yeah, it's been a blur.
Yeah. So we just had our 2 year anniversary for Dogwood this month, actually,
Mhm.
just a couple weeks ago. We closed last year with 99 sales and almost 40
30.
million in
Yeah,
volume.
it's 38 million.
Which our average price point here in Jacksonville is about 400,000. So, for us, that's a huge accolade, and put us in the top 500 and even closer to the top on that one. But
Top five. We're both in the top 500 of 12,000 agents in Northeast Florida.
Wow, wow.
And we just made an industry magazine,
yeah,
and we were on the cover. And
Oh, you just happen to have it there.
well, we just got it in the mail.
yeah.
I
So
love
it's
it. I love it.
been
And you
fun.
guys had doubled your sales last year in one of the toughest real estate markets probably in history, correct?
Yeah, it's quite the year. And on top of it being just a rough year in real estate, I just had a baby. I have a 10-month-old, and then Michelle's father has been really sick and she's been caring for him. So in a year when we both thought it was going to be our worst year ever, we actually had the most growth that we could have possibly had.
Yeah.
I think. So
Yeah.
with all the
So
excuses in the world to not perform, we did.
yeah.
We were able
So
to grow our team.
We
Um,
actually, you said we have 10 agents, but now we're up to 12. We actually brought on two more. So been an
wow.
exciting growth and exciting to watch our business grow. And a lot of that has helped us with the app. So
Yeah. So what were some of the challenges that you did face in real estate and how has tech helped you to solve some of those challenges?
I really think it helps us stand out. As a matter of fact, yesterday I went to a listing appointment, and she's interviewing 4 agents, and she said, "Tell me how you're different." And I just led with, we have the greatest tech. We've got, I don't know of anybody else in my here in our, locally that has an app. And so
Except like the big boxes, but then it's
yeah,
not really like personalized to
right.
you.
Yeah.
So I showed her the app. She was blown away. I haven't gotten word. I get word tomorrow, but it's a good one. It's a good listing. So but I feel like I'm gonna land that one, and mainly because of of the technology that we have.
Yeah. So why did you feel like you needed a branded app? You talked about the big boxes. And why did you feel like you needed your own app when you were starting this brokerage? And how did you find HomeStack?
So I think that, as we were evolving with Dogwood, so part of us joining with Side was because we wanted to own the brokerage, right? But not have all of the fees and all of this stuff associated that a lot of times boutiques fail with. And Side offered us a ton of tech, but the thing we felt like we were missing was like that, connection to be on their phones all the time, because that's what we do, right? Like all of us are on our phones all the time. I can't even like having my phone down right now and off for an hour. I'm like, oh. So I think, as we were growing, we thought, what's the piece that we're missing? I had actually gotten a call from somebody on the HomeStack team, and they had told me about it. And some of our other teammates that we had met within Florida were also using HomeStack. And so we downloaded their apps and we were looking through it and we were like, wow, this is awesome. And this would really bring so much value to our company. And it really has. I mean, yes, it helps us in listing appointments. It helps us with buyers. I mean, there's so many ways that with recruitment, as we're bringing on new agents, like Meshell said, it's not something that a lot of people have. So it makes us stand out. The integration with Follow Up Boss. I mean, all the things that you guys have done to make this such a robust app has helped us grow our business.
It's also really helped buyers get off the sidelines. People that have said, I'm just going to wait till the rates come down. Last year they said that. As soon as we got the app, I started sending it out to everybody. This guy downloaded it. Next thing I know, he's favoriting some things, and we're going to close in June. So now it's new construction. But he found new construction on our app, and we started looking, and we're under contract.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about that. The app is awesome for new people that you're finding and sending it out for new prospects. But tell us a little bit about your sphere and past clients and how you guys sent it out. Some of the different ways that you sent it out that kind of awakened those clients.
Yeah, so we've been trying to make it kind of our resource guide so that after they're done buying, we don't want them to just like delete the app and forget about it. So we've been building out like resources within the community. So we've got a place for our favorite restaurants around town. We've got a place if you need an interior designer, if you need a plumber, an electrician, and also all of those people are helping support us in funding our app every month. So that helps us kind of cut down on some of those costs, which is incredibly helpful. So all the partnerships that we've made over the years, we're now able to turn into a resource guide for our past customers. It keeps them coming back to the app. We can also use the push notifications. So we do quarterly events to help bring our past customers in. And so we can send out notifications, don't forget to come stop and pick up your pie. We're having our, meet and greet in the park, come stop by to visit our food truck, get a free meal. And so we can send out those push notifications. So it's not just, get your home and then forget about us. It's another way for us to engage with our past customers.
And the push notifications, people get so many emails, right? Emails are kind of becoming white noise.
Delete.
Yeah. So the push notifications tend to kind of break through that noise.
Yes. And they're really helpful because we can also kind of limit how much they go out. The tags are really helpful within the app so that if we have a listing that's going out, we can pinpoint it to people who are in a certain price range versus everybody who's on the app gets just the listing. We really want to make sure we're not overdoing the push notifications. So the way that we can really customize those push notifications has been awesome too.
Yeah. So what's the importance of having an app that's branded to each one of your agents as a team leader? How does that help you guys as the team
Oh,
leaders?
A lot.
Yeah, I mean, we can get on the dashboard and see everything that's going on. I love that it integrates right to Follow Up Boss. We've got the widget on there now, so we
I
can
think it's
tell
so helpful.
we
I
can
love that
tell,
thing.
what people are doing on there. Gosh, it's a
Recruitment.
game changer. Oh yeah, recruitment for sure. I would say, I don't know. I can't even.
I mean, one of our agents who came in, the first thing that she asked us was, do we have a branded website? And at that point, we really didn't have anything. You know, we've got your name on the website, but we don't have a specific
a
portal
landing
into
page.
it.
Right.
And so her question kind of also helped push us into the app, because we thought, you know, we need to be competitive and we need to be able to offer these things to our agents. And so, you know, and it's such a nominal fee to be able to give each agent their own app portal. So for us, it made total
Yeah.
sense to be able to do that for them.
We
So
just made
tell,
a branded flyer. Sorry, we just made a branded flyer for everyone for their open houses. It has a picture of the agent on like a cell phone. It's really cute. And it says, download our app. We're simple like Zillow, but we don't sell your information. It's also real time. So we just do some bullet points, and the individual agent's QR code is right there for anybody walking into the open house, that they can scan it and download it and then find other open houses right there.
We
I
also just
love
did all our
that.
business cards, so everybody's got the QR code on their business cards. I mean,
Yeah.
really, it's just been an awesome way for them to feel like they have the power behind what they're doing, right? And now they can go to their customer and say, I have my own app. And that gives them a little bit, even just more confidence going in, being like, you know, I'm a professional and I've got all of this, you know, to back me as well. So I think it helps us with recruitment, but it also helps our agents, you know, feel a little bit more confident in when they go out to talk to people.
Yeah. So for anyone who isn't integrated with their CRM and their app, so we integrate, you guys have Follow Up Boss, but we integrate with most of the major CRMs. Tell everybody a little bit about that importance about having all your systems kind of flowing together and all the information flowing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I feel like
It eliminates paper and eliminates papers all over your desk. I mean, I still have that, but
Yeah.
at least everything's in one spot.
Yeah.
I love that. And I can go in behind an agent and see exactly what's happening
Mhm.
with the lead.
But it also helps. So we built out our follow-up system so that as people come in through HomeStack, if they've just downloaded the app through the App Store, or you know, if they've gone through a customer's QR code, we have it so it automatically puts them on a drip campaign, and you know, it helps us stay up with follow-up as well. And then we can also, you know, go in on the dashboard through HomeStack and see what searches are created. And yeah, it's been
So
really helpful to have it all in one place,
Mhm.
because I mean, trying to go through like 4 different systems and piece everything together is, I mean, that was one of the huge pieces
That-
for us in
It
getting
had to
HomeStack.
integrate, right?
Yeah.
And it does beautifully.
Yeah.
yeah. So let me just like try to understand your system. So somebody downloads the app, right, from the QR code, or you share it with them, or you add them on the back end. They also get put into your FUB. And then
Mhm.
you guys have a drip campaign set up in FUB that then puts them on to get notifications post download, right? Where it's kind of nurturing them, and that's kind of like running in the background.
Correct.
Correct. We also have an immediate automation going out. Anybody that downloads it, they automatically get a chat saying, "Hey, welcome to our app." So it gets them used to the chat feature, and then
Yeah.
they realize, "Oh my gosh, I can chat right here with my agent." So it's been really helpful.
Yeah. Yeah. See, you guys are using every feature.
We're
Yeah.
trying. There's so many features, like they're so incredibly helpful. And honestly, like it was overwhelming at first, but I think we really tried to take everything piece by piece and think, how can we integrate this part? How can we integrate this part? Until we were able to put it all together. And our teammate, Nicole, who I think was going to be joining us today, we actually hired her to help us really get that relocation portion set up, and also help with getting some of the vendors to help us with the monthly sales. And she's been phenomenal in helping us get that all set up too.
That was one thing I was going to add. We have one dedicated person that we pay hourly, and she goes out and she has a beautiful letter, a beautiful script that she will send out. And it's to people that we know, love, and trust, that we've done business with, that we would that we're happy to recommend out. And then we just ask them for a nominal fee,
Advertising fee.
advertising fee. We have a couple different levels. We have a $250 level, we have a $500 level, and then for our lenders, $1,000 level. So we've been getting people to join us, and it's covered our expense and some of our monthly costs. So it's a win-win.
I mean, you guys are basically creating a referral network.
We're trying.
Your vendors, right? It's like, okay, and then all those people are going to refer you, right? It's like you're scratching backs, right?
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not just like, well, I'm just going to tell people about you. It's like, it's in proof. It's in the app. I'm going to share your app in a second and show everybody, but like, it's there, right? It's like, we are doing this because you can see it in our app, and it's on people's phones every day.
When you say you can go to the App Store and download our app, I mean, you just feel like you've arrived. We're in the App Store.
They're like, wait, what do I type in? It's like Dogwood Realty.
I love it. Right? It's so official. Awesome. So what would you advise agents to do now to prepare themselves for success in this coming year? Whether it's tech, real estate, beyond, what would you recommend, since you guys have had such success in such a short amount of time, that they can also do?
One thing I have always done, and it could be to detriment too, but I drowned out the noise. I don't watch the news. There was something nationally the other day that my father asked me if I knew about, and I didn't, because I don't want to say I keep my head in the sand, but I just keep my nose to the grind. I just do what I need to do.
Like when they say the sky is falling, interest rates, it's like every day it's like they're down, they're up, they're this, they're left, they're
There's
right.
always something.
Exactly. And I can't help that interest rates are up right now. They are starting to come down, but people still, I mean, real estate, it's essential. People are still getting divorced. They're still having babies. They're still relocating. We're in Jacksonville, Florida, which is a military town. People are constantly coming in and out. So it's a need. You just have to find that person that's motivated and that's willing and that's that needs your services.
And for me, the thing that I once heard, I don't even remember who told it to me now, but I literally live by it. The difference between a contact and a contract is the R, and the R stands for the relationship. So if you're out every day building relationships, there's no way you won't be successful, because people will see who you are, and they're going to want to do business with you if they know who you are and how you treat people. So I always say focus on your relationships.
Yeah, that seems to be the core of every successful realtor that I speak to. It's the relationships that you build, especially in times like these where things are a little bit more scarce.
Yes. Which tech can still help you with, that's like
absolutely
everything, because it's hard. It's hard when you're busy to keep up with all those relationships. And again, the app has helped us with that too, with those push notifications, getting out in front of, our events that are coming up. And yeah.
That's my last question before we dip into some of the questions that people are writing in. What's your best advice to agents starting out about leveraging tech to kind of manage those relationships and not be intimidated by it?
I was just going to say, we work our top 50 really hard, and we have pushed the app out to our top 50. Those are people that will recommend us, that know us, that love us, that trust us. So whenever they know of somebody that wants to buy or sell, here, go to Dogwood Realty. It's in the App Store. Download their app. We're right there at your fingertips. Everybody has their phone in their hand all the time. So it's a win-win.
Yeah.
No brainer.
I think for new agents especially, it's hard to break in, but there's already at least 50 people that that love you and trust you and want you to succeed. So do everything you can for those 50 people. Take them out for lunch, take them out for coffee. If, you're just starting and struggling, go out to a movie, do everything in your power to just build that relationship and talk real estate with them, and make sure they know that you're a realtor and you're trying to do your business, because those 50 people are going to cheer you on and be there for you.
Yeah, and sometimes once you kind of start doing it and get the ball rolling, it becomes less intimidating the more that you do it, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You just got to pick up that phone and start making the phone calls and get prepared to be cursed out and hung up on and
And call them back the next day.
yeah, exactly. I think we got disconnected.
Thick skin in this
By the way, did
business.
you see my app? I'll text it to you.
Nobody is not downloading your app, basically.
Yeah.
That's right. They don't get out. You must download it.
I love it. I love it. Okay, let's pop over here to some questions, and then Evie and I are going to show you guys some cool stuff in the app. Okay. Leah. Hi, I'm Sandy Tuttle, also a side partner. We just got our HomeStack app built, and I'm excited to hear about how you are promoting it and getting people to use it. Island Welcome Real Estate in the Florida Keys. Awesome. Hey, Leah or Sandy. Oh, somebody said, would you mind giving some examples of the push notifications? So I think you guys said that you send them out when you're having certain events in your community, but you don't want to like overload people with them, right?
No. So we also have our vendors. So the part of the different levels that we created is that one of the top tier levels is that the vendors who are part of that get 4 push notifications a year. So they get a quarterly one. And so like our lenders and we let them choose when they want to send it out. And then that way too, we can kind of make sure we're not overloading people. But our lenders may want to, send one out when a rate drops or they have a new product. We have a cleaning company that we're going to work with, and they're probably going to do like a spring cleaning special, mention Dogwood and get 25% off your first cleaning. So we use it for the vendors, we use it for events. And then also if they're set up on those searches, they'll get notifications as new listings pop up, or if we have some that are favorited to them. So
I just wanted to show everybody, this is Dogwood's app. Yay. And then if you go to more, here is their whole referral network that they have built from their custom links section. So they have their home inspector in here. They have their lenders where you can kind of get pre-qualified links, insurance, resources. So basically they've built this nice little referral network in the App Store for everybody. And then you guys have built, I'm just trying to understand your systems, your different tiers. And so if somebody pays maybe a little bit more, you not only put them in here, but then you're blasting out these notifications to your users and to your network about these vendors. So it's really, really powerful to get those push notifications right to somebody's phone that they're looking at every 10 minutes, not just for you guys, but for your vendors.
We also added like the Good Eats. So we wanted to go beyond real estate, right? So if you go to Good Eats, you can see, it's kind of like when you go to the bookstore, everybody's favorite book. This is everybody's, the restaurants that they might recommend, and it takes you right to their website. So for instance, I recommended Hannah Moon. It's the best sushi in Mandarin. So
Making me hungry. That's awesome.
And then our around town takes you to the calendars of the different cities, so you can see what's going around. Because Jacksonville is gigantic, and so you can click here and see some fun things to do, what's coming up, any events, all that good stuff.
Yeah, that's a good idea too. So
that's good too, we don't have to put a ton of maintenance into it. And that's something that Nicole had thought about doing for us as she was helping build out the app, was how can we get people to know what's going on in the city without us having to constantly be in there updating, okay, here's what's coming up, here's what's coming up. So that helped.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm just popping on here and see. Somebody said, how did you get your app info on your Luxury Presence website? Do you guys use Luxury Presence?
Yes. So you can email support and ask them for a landing page, and they'll do one for you. You can also go in the back end into the dashboard, and you can do a lot of that stuff on your own. But I just happened to email them and ask them for a landing page and told them what I wanted on there.
And Rachel had helped us when we were setting up, showing us some different realtors who had landing pages on their app. So we kind of went through and picked what we liked and then just had them do it for us.
Yeah, if you guys are looking for some examples of websites that have done, usually if you reach out to your web provider, like if you have Luxury Presence, they'll usually help you if you want to set up a certain section or something like that. And if you guys want some examples, you can feel free to reach out us at HomeStack. We have a lot of examples that we can send your way, or drop your email in there and we can send you some examples. Jeff said, how do you convince clients to actually agree to allow push notifications? Otherwise they don't get them. Correct. I think a lot, in my experience, a lot more people are using push notifications. Like, even like I have it on my Target app at Amazon, because it's like, I want to know when they have sales. And I was just so sick of my inbox being junked up with the emails. But that's my experience. What do you guys think from your experience?
Yeah, I think I usually tell them off the bat, like, hey, it's going to ask you about push notifications. Make sure you leave them on because we have specials from the vendors we work with. We're going to tell you about events. So, I let them know we're not going to overdo it for them, but encourage them to put them on because there will be some, really to their benefit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can take them off, but you're not going to know about events. You're not going to know about, what lenders are offering what, or what, specials you can get from our vendors. So, I try to tell them, it's in their best interests.
We try to stay in front of them, but we're not trying to bombard them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Hey, Matt Karen just shared. He said, we had our app added to our real estate webmaster site, the Karen team, CAREN.com. So it comes up on Apple phones at the top for website visitors to install. That is cool, Matt. So you guys could try that out. Jeff Jones said, thank you. Awesome. So we're going to just go over some of the stuff in the app that Dogwood has been really incorporating into what they have been doing. Some of the newer features that, if you guys have been using the app for a while and you haven't noticed these, we just kind of want to call these out. Number one, this feature was so simple, but it has gone gangbusters with everyone who is using the app. Users live in the app. The funniest thing too that I've been hearing is somebody's like, I keep getting these notifications that people are in my app. What am I supposed to do?
Say hi.
And I'm like, get in there, talk to them, right? So what have you guys been doing when you're seeing these people searching in your app?
I quickly hop on and I just find a house. I don't even care. Like, I've got a search saved, right? So I just find one and I send it to them. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just saw this house. What do you think? Right? It just starts a conversation. And I already know they're on the app. So if they don't answer, then I know that they're just ignoring me.
No, but it's getting that instantaneous engagement. Like, how on top of your game does that make you look?
Good. And actually, now we can go into follow-up boss because we can use that widget and I can see what houses they've actually been looking at or have favorited. And I can just send them one of those too. Because then I already know that they've looked at it and probably like it because they've gone back to it a couple times.
We're so in sync.
I know. And then your client is just like, wow, like Elaine really gets me. Like Meshell is like in my head. That is awesome. That's exactly what you guys are supposed to be doing. When you guys see those alerts come up, hop into your app and engage these people, right? We also have some other behavioral notifications that your clients are going to be automatically getting. So if they have looked at the same house like 3, 6, or 9 times, they're going to get a push notification that says, hey, it looks like you're really into, 123 Main Street, schedule a showing. And it's going to start to do these little things, not too over the top where it's going to be like annoying to them, but like it's going to start to like get into their head a little bit and serve them up what they're asking for, right? If they do keep looking at this property, 3, 6, or 9 times, chances are they do want to schedule a showing of some sort. So we're kind of helping you guys out as the agents and pushing them to kind of schedule these showings and do a little bit more when it comes to that. This is something that I like to remind agents of as well. Check your insights daily, right? Get in there, whether you're having your coffee, your tea, your smoothie, whatever you do in the morning. I feel like, it's a good time to like do it when you're like having breakfast or giving your kids breakfast. It takes 2 seconds to kind of see what is happening in your app and who's active and like who to reach out to that day, right? And see everything that they're doing. And then, the in-app chat, make sure that you're getting in there and chatting with people. The thing that we wanted to give you a little preview of, and Evie's going to kind of hop on and speak about this a little bit more, is what's to come in 2024. Right now, we are calling it Agent Insights 2.0. The app is getting a little bit of an overhaul in 2024 and is going to serve you guys up even a little bit more information. Ev, if you want to kind of hop on and talk about this a little bit more and what's to come in 2024.
Absolutely. Thank you. Let me, I think I kind of changed the camera settings here. Just a second, guys. Okay, so basically, and I can share my screen too on something else. I wanted to kind of show some of the optional
Sure.
widgets that
Yes,
we'll
love
be
it.
enabling.
Thanks, Ev.
No problem. There we go. Okay, so like Rachel mentioned, this is going to be something we're releasing. It's going to come a little bit at a time, but basically the whole premise here is that we want to create the ability for you to see more information and make it more actionable to you. Now, the first step that's going to take place is you are going to see these multiple widgets. And this is going to be on the dashboard section and then also the mobile version, which is what Rachel just showed. So there's going to be different widgets built. It's going to show you, average user session times. It's going to basically collect that information and give you more at a time so that you can make those actionable next steps that you need per user. Now, the other thing that will happen later, which is going to be the second part to this, which we're really excited about, is there's going to be an AI component here that will generate reports for you. So, if you're a team lead, the way you look at analytics is going to be different than if you're an individual agent that wants to see just what your database is doing with your leads. So all of this is going to be very intuitive. And it's really going to just help you kind of judge what's going on behind the scenes with your entire database and with the people that you're working closely with. So again, so that you could just see more about what's happening and ultimately it can bring more value to you on a daily basis.
Very cool, Evie. Thank you so much for previewing that for all of us.
No
Yeah, this is going to be super exciting. Big things to come this year. Let me pop on and see if there's any other questions that came through. Follow-up question to Evie. Does that mean agent?
I can answer that one. Yeah, we're in a convo.
Okay. Leah said, would Dogwood be willing to share the letters or the emails that they send out to some of their vendors and then the cute signs that they give to their agents for open houses?
Full disclosure, we were just trying to do that.
I know.
Well, you can send them to us too, if you don't mind sharing. And then if you guys drop your emails in there, we can send them out to everybody.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yes, we're happy to share.
Amazing.
Yep, we'll do that.
I can grab one.
Any last questions for Dogwood? You guys can feel free to pop them in there, but I am just going to, oh my God, those are awesome. And I like the little sign holders that you guys have, right? Because half the time when you're asking people to sign in at an open house, they're not giving you real information, right?
But if they download the app, they need to, because, to get any of the information. So now we've just captured it kind of in a roundabout way.
So one of the things, I was just talking about this in my last training too, open houses have an astounding results for whatever reason. I think it's because you have their capture their attention, you have your print material available, and you get to have a conversation. But for those of you that don't know, every single listing inside of your app, including agents that are a part of a larger brokerage, so for individual agents, when you click on share to a listing, that URL is unique to the app and to you as an agent. So what you can do is you can email yourself that link. So you just go to share listing. Rachel's going to show you exactly how to do this right now, and then choose email as the option of how you want to share it. Email it to yourself, and that URL is going to be you can pop any URL into a QR code generator. For those of you who don't know, just Google QR code generator free. And then that QR code that you generate from that unique link, not only does it get you right to the app, but it gets them right to that listing. So if you know you're going to do a couple events and you're going to have some content based around that particular listing, use the QR code that's specific to the listing. That way it gets them straight there, and it's even more effective than just your general app QR code. And that's a really great way to keep them locked in. Another thing is you can bring up, hey guys, if you favorite that listing, you're going to get up-to-date information on whether the status has changed or if the price has changed. Because anytime anyone favorites anything in the app, they are automatically notified on price or status. So this is a great way to keep them in tune with that particular listing that you're showing them that day.
We
Yeah,
also
so this is what
just
I was
had the web-based portion turned on, which I think is helpful because some of our older clientele may not use their apps as much. A lot of them do. But I know the web is not like the basis of what HomeStack does, but it's nice to just have that option in the background. So if you send that link and they don't have the app, you can still access it.
Yeah, that's a good point. So this is what Abby was talking about. If you pull up any listing and you guys click the share, and then say you just click like email, and then everything from HTTP over is the direct link to that listing. So that's what you would use for the QR code. Right, good one. Let's see if anything else came through. A lot of people dropped their emails.
Corey had asked if we have any tips to grow engagement,
Yeah.
or the number of clients who actually use the app. And I really think like if the app is important to you and is a center of what you do, then it will become important to your clients. So like if you send it to them, but then you never reference it, you don't talk to them through it, you don't send them listings through it, then they're not going to use it because it's not important to you. If you are sending them listings through it and you are referencing it back and you're using the notes and you're really making a central part of your search, then they're going to use it and it's going to be important to them. So I think the best way to get them interested in it is that you get interested in it.
Wow. Write that in there. That is everything. Exactly what you just said.
I think too, it's fun to do little contests. If you've got a team and you want to throw out a $25 gift card to see, you know, the agent that gets the most new users, that's something fun too. And it's just helping you, right? And it's just
even just growing your base. I mean, if you're a solo agent or you're on a team and you want to grow your users, put it on your social media, offer a gift card, you know, whoever shares your app and has somebody download it, you know, you can find a way to grow your base that way too.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to believing in it, using it, bringing it into your marketing, your daily systems. That's really what I've heard from the agents that have the most success. They're like, I just use it. Like,
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
But
Awesome.
it can be overwhelming at first. So like, it really is important that like you feel comfortable with it, but you take the time to learn each piece. And we kind of learned that as we were joining side too. It was like, oh my God, there's so much technology. Like, where do we start? And so we learned our lesson there. It was like, okay, piece by piece. So as we started with the app, we were like, okay, we've done this. Like,
yeah,
let's learn this one thing and then we'll try this next thing and then we'll add in this next piece. So I really think that's just the best way to move into it. It's so you don't get overwhelmed with all the features.
Kind of baby steps, but boy, once you start using it, it's so easy. It's so user friendly.
It is.
I think you said something the last time we talked about taking bites of an elephant.
Oh, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
But it's true because you don't want to feel that overwhelm, but you don't have to. Just take those small bites of learning, and what everyone on this webinar is doing today is what you should be doing, right? Hopping on a webinar, learning about what other people are doing, learning about how other realtors are using these tools, and you don't have to reinvent the wheel, kind of do what everyone else is doing, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Oh, there you go. And this is being recorded too, so you guys can catch us in the recording later.
Email this out.
Yeah. It's reflected.
Oh, awesome. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
You're the best.
This is fun.
If anyone has any last questions, you can let us know. But I think Donna said wonderful info. Thank you for the
Thank
tips.
you, Donna.
You guys gave a wealth of information today. And it was really awesome to have you join us. Thank you so much, ladies.
Thank you.
Where can
And if
everyone
anybody has
find
any
you?
questions, we're more than happy. I mean, we're open books, so feel free to reach out to us at any time. We're happy to
Yep, we're happy to help.
talk. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, tell
Instagram.
everyone where they can find you. Instagram, Facebook. Where can they follow along and reach out?
All the places, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Our email is hello@dogwoodrealtyfl.com. Download our app. You can find us right there.
There you go. My God, they never stop. I love it. Amazing. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, everyone, for being here with us today. Follow along with Dogwood Realty and make sure to join any of our next webinars as well. We do these usually bi-monthly or sometimes even monthly. If we have some awesome panelists that want to hop on and have these great conversations with us about real estate and tech. We are at HomeStack Apps, so definitely follow us, stay up to date. If you guys do any marketing about your app on Instagram, Facebook, and you tag us in it, we reshare every Friday, and then we save it in our highlights on Instagram that say app marketing 2024, 23, 22. We have all the past years too if you want to kind of dig in and get some inspo. So follow us along. We'll follow you back. And happy apping, everybody. Thank you again, ladies, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.